Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. All right, so today's word of the day is ingenious. And it stands for of or relating to fire formed by solidification formed to a molten state. All right, now with that being said, all of us have a burning fire within us. And a lot of times we suppress that because certain things have taken place. People have children. People might have some sort of a mental or physical deformity. People have a lack of discipline too. That's another thing to take into consideration. And with that lack of discipline, they're not able to fully implement. I've worked in a place I remember. It was in Crystal City, right next to the metro station in Crystal City, Virginia, right next to the Washington National or Reagan National Airport. Anyways, long story short, I remember seeing a guy. He would walk. He was blind, legally blind, literally, and he would walk from his office to his metro handicap access driver every single day. No help. Like he knew how to, and that's why I give a lot of credit to people who have handicaps and they push through. He worked for an aerospace corporation as an aerospace engineer, Boeing, and he would walk from the 14th floor, get on the elevator. He memorized the numbers and whatnot. Or sometimes people would say, "Hey, which floor are you getting off of?" And you just ask me, "Could you push button, whatever?" And then I would see him walk. Because back then I smoked cigarettes, so I would see him as I was outside smoking a cigarette. I would see him walk from there. And one time a lady's like, "Do you need help?" And he's like, "Oh no, I got it. Appreciate it. Be nice about it." Um, he would kind of be ticked off because you could tell he was in his mode of train of thought in regards to how he was going to get to point A to point B, but he did it anyways. Nothing but love and respect. He'd hit the handicap button on the door and he'd walk with a stick and he was making it happen. So I say that to say that a lot of times people always use an excuse for them to not do something in life. I have a disability. In grade school, quote unquote, I had a learning disability. You wouldn't know that now because I constantly read and listen to podcasts. That's why I actually despise being around people where I feel like I got to dumb myself down to be around. I want to be around people that are going to intellectually challenge me, and especially without being a douchebag about it. Because if you live in the DMV, most people want to prove how smart they are by being a douchebag about it. That's why I love platforms like EY University, which I'm a part of, By the Hood University, Black Business School, where it's cool to be intellectually curious, and they know that there's no such thing as a dumb question. Because every question can be answered, and even if you don't know something, that's why we're here. You go to school because you're trying to learn something. And a lot of these online platforms, people are holding class, people are holding court, people are holding church all at the same time, but they put themselves in a position to where that they are in a great learning atmosphere, to where that intellectual minds are getting together and talking about ideas and not just talking about people and things of that nature. Because that, for the most part, people love to do, especially in the gossip social media world. People love to constantly gossip about what somebody's doing or what somebody's not doing. But when it comes to having an intellectual discussion on how you're going to make a money move, people get quiet and crickets. That's why people get a lot of times people get upset with me, because when they're having a political conversation, I don't want to get involved. And then if I happen to offer my 2 cents, they get ticked off because they notice I'm not taking sides. Because I tell people taking sides in a political argument is the most basic thing you can do. All political conversations revolve around a business. Everything in America revolves around a business and economics and whatnot. What platforms we use, what clothes we buy, what gas, food, everything that you spend money on revolves around a business. But most people don't want to have that intellectual conversation because a lot of people don't want to think like that. They know it's true, but they still don't want to think like that because they want to get their emotions involved. And when it comes to making a money move, scared money don't make no money, and emotions leave that at the door. Because it's not an emotional decision when you go into a grocery store or online, doing online shopping for your groceries. It's not an emotional decision. You want the food, you need the food, therefore you're going to buy the food. Now, where you get it from is a different story, but you're going one way or another, you're going to get it. Eventually a homeless person has to beg for money to get some food. They might go to the liquor store or buy some drugs with it later, but, they still got to eventually get something to eat. So that's just what it is at the end of the day. It's a new book I'm reading because I finished reading Message to the Millennials. This new book I'm reading is called Selected Poems by Langston Hughes. So I think I'm just going to be reading out of this from now on for a while and go from there. Because I'm just, getting more and more in tune with Langston Hughes and who he was. So, and this, I like this one because I'm getting older. I'm going to be turning 40 years old in January. So this is called As I Grew Older. It was a long time ago. I have almost forgotten my dream. But it was there then, in front of me, bright like the sun, my dream. And then the wall rose slowly, slowly, between me and my dream. Rose slowly, slowly, dimming, hiding the light of my dream. Rose until it touched the sky, the wall. Shadow, I am black. I lie down in the shadow, no longer the light of my dream before me, above me, only the thick wall, only the shadow. My hands, my dark hands, break through the wall. Find my dream, help me to shatter this darkness, to smash this light, to break this window into 1,000 lights of sun, into 1,000 whirling dreams of sun. And I chose this because we all go through trials and tribulations in life where we want to give up on things. We want to give up on our dreams. We want to give up on ourselves. We want to give up on other people who we know who have a lot of great potential in this life. And I chose that poem because, every day we get older. Every day we have a chance to do a little bit better. But I do say to everybody, don't give up on your dreams, no matter how silly or crazy or impossible that they may be. Because every day in today's world, you still see that people's dreams do still come true. And your dreams could come true one day all at the same time. On that note, do the great 3 things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. As I always say, make money moves or you're going to live bro like a fool. Take care, family.